take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Jones has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Play action. Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Ryan will throw again. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again. Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson now. He'll get this to Eckler. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Brings up third down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
There's Jackson on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Fights off the defender, brushing off defenders. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Slam.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
59.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Ryan, complete to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
22.
They go play action with Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. Hey,
Tuesday. Let him go.
On first down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're going to look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take possession of the